It's not something that like you ever experience in being with one person. Because like if you're with one person and that person's not feeling well or like had a shitty day or is like, whatever it is, you're like, okay, obviously we're not going to have.
I mean, some people, the show must go on, dude. Like, you know, but I mean, different courses for different horses, I suppose.
All right, what's up?
What's up? Happy Wednesday,
Happy
everybody.
Wednesday.
How you going?
I'm going.
Hump day.
You're what?
Gay.
I thought you said I'm gay.
What?
And I'm like, you can say that.
I am half gay.
And happy.
Yeah.
So that does mean that still. So I wish you did say that. But
I'm gay.
cool. That's cool. Yeah. So I can't stop thinking about our portraits that we did.
I can't stop thinking about them because I pass by them every day and get the glory of looking at them and into the eyes of each of us.
That's a nice way of saying it, because every time I walk by, I shit my pants. They're kind of scary.
They're a little creepy. I would say Alana's is maybe the creepiest.
When you say Alana's, the portrait of Alana or the picture Alana made?
The one of Alana.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's spooky.
I was going for dark and ominous.
Yeah,
so,
I feel like you're like in the spirit of Halloween.
Yeah, you got the black and the orange going with it. But at the same time, orange is my favorite color. So I liked it. I was like, oh, that's a nice color. You made my eyes very green.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you know I am colorblind, so colors aren't my
His
specialty.
Yeah.
So I knew that your green had some blue in it.
Yeah.
So I added some blue. I added some
great.
white kind of to lighten it up.
Lighten it up. You did a great job. They really pop out at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. That's what I was going for.
Yeah,
because your
great
eyes
job.
pop out at me.
Well, we had seen this trend online a lot of like paint your partners. And Alana bought supplies for it, I don't know, like a year ago, forever ago. It's
been a while.
And finally we're like, all right, let's just do this. And it was actually really fun.
It was a lot of
It
fun.
was fun. We put on classical music, and I felt like a true artiste.
Yes, you are. You are a true artist.
Yeah, you wouldn't
you.
believe that actually none of us have any art experience.
Oh, yeah. After seeing these portraits, I mean, we should probably switch our day jobs.
We should.
Oh, show.
I'm going to be selling those for like, I don't know, $1 million.
Yeah.
At least.
At least.
Yeah.
Some
It's an
tax
original.
on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cute little date night idea. So
It was fun.
good job, guys.
I hate painting, but it was fun.
I know.
You do.
You were a good
The
sport.
experience
You were a
was
champ.
great.
Yeah, you were a good sport.
Yeah, it was cool.
Appreciate you doing that because we enjoy painting.
Yeah.
And we've decided that we should make one for Camper as well.
Oh,
So-
of course. You got to paint one of the dog.
But we really just need one of him just to go with ours.
Why don't we collaborate?
We should do
Ooh.
next where we each spend,
A
you
meeting
get
of
like
the minds.
30 seconds to paint something, and then the next person paints for 30 seconds, and it'll just be a very
This is an
abstract
awesome idea. We're
camper.
doing it.
I like it.
We're doing it.
All right.
I'm in. Perfect.
We figured it out.
On a totally different subject.
All right.
Okay.
I have noticed some comments lately, kind of more in the intimate area when it comes to
A little
I'm a little
spicy.
spicy, which I understand. I feel like that is something when people see a throuple or a polyamorous relationship that is kind of like comes to the front of your mind.
What is, and which is what?
Like our intimacy situation or just how that works,
Right.
like for us.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's different.
Yeah.
But for us, it kind of evolved. Like it started one way and then moved into another way once we got more comfortable.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes.
It was, it's grown. It's
It
been
has.
a journey. Yeah.
Well, and this is something, for starters, we don't talk about online. And we still aren't going to go into crazy
nitty-gritty.
details.
Yeah, the nitty gritty.
But we did start off, it was new for all of us. And I was figuring out my sexuality in itself. And we all kind of agreed in the beginning that that would be something that we did all together.
Yeah.
And not really individually to start.
Well, you can do whatever you want by yourself, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your body, your choice, Alana. Jesus.
Sorry, not
It's 2024. Come on.
individually is a different story.
yeah. So I think that's, again, something like people do differently. But for us, we're like, okay, let's make sure we're all comfortable with it because that could just bring up jealousy or bring up like someone being super uncomfortable, and it's not worth it. Like if you care about someone enough, like we can be patient. Like again, just like with our, like telling our families, it was like, it was set that we knew we were going to get there and everyone agreed upon that. But it was just like, we took our time to get there.
Yeah.
There's really no rush. You know what I mean? Like if you love the people that you're in the relationship with and somebody brings up their comfort level, you know, I don't feel good about this right now.
Yeah.
Like to try and force it because of selfish reasons just seems like a jerk move.
Well, yeah. And then like, it doesn't make that experience that great. Like if you were to do that and you know your other partner's like feeling a certain way, like that's not groovy.
Yeah.
I'm digging that.
It's not groovy.
This is groovy.
Groovy.
Not groovy,
It's the opposite of
baby.
groovy.
I left my shotgun behind.
What?
I left my shotgun behind.
Not groovy, JD. Not groovy at all.
So yeah, I think it didn't take us that long.
No.
But I mean, it was different for me because I was coming into you guys already being in a relationship. So like I was more okay with it, like the one-on-one, obviously. But I think it took a little longer in your scenario because it was just like everything was so new for you. And we like understood that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we first started it being like kind of two couples, like that's what made it a little different because we could be like, okay, well, he and I were still intimate because we lived together.
Yeah.
We like went home together.
Yeah.
And then that one-on-one needed some time to build between like us.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, yeah, it didn't take us that long to get to a point where it felt comfortable, but it was just the initial kind of shock of it all.
Yeah.
I guess is a good
That
way of
makes
putting
sense.
it, where it's like, this is a lot to experience.
Yeah.
I'm experiencing being with a woman for the first time and being with like more than just my one partner.
Yeah.
And so it was a little overwhelming.
And then experiencing your partner being with someone else.
Yeah.
Like for one in front of you is one thing for you to have shock. And then another is when you're not there. Like that initially, like, I don't care who you are, like that has to be like a little jarring for sure.
Well, and what I'm curious about too is because we've heard other people talk to us online about this situation where the person that wasn't already in an existing relationship coming into the throuple has brought up like, well, they don't allow one-on-one time with me,
But they can.
So how is that for you? Because you knew we lived together.
And we're already like in an established relationship.
Right.
I mean, I feel like once I moved in, I don't know. It's
Well, by the time you moved in, we were able to have, or not were able, we had all agreed that like we're fine with having one-on-one time.
yeah. I mean, outside of that, I mean, I think I was fine knowing you guys would be intimate together. Like it kind of just made sense. Like that was already existing. It was already there. Me coming in was new. So like, I think that was more of a delicate situation.
But after a while, like a year, 2 years, if that situation was still there, I'm sure after a while there could be some emotions coming up, some like, hey, what the F?
Well, I think it's your communication about it. So with us, it was like, okay, like we are comfortable with it being one-on-one, but like if everyone is home and there is one-on-one, like let the other person know, like give them a, hey, what's up? We're in here. Like we all agreed that that made us all feel the best for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's all about how you organize what works for your throuple or
Your situation.
for your situation.
Yeah.
And that's what works for us.
Yeah, because it is going to be different for each relationship. I mean, us moving in at the time that we did, someone might not move in if they're in a relationship with an existing couple. They might not move in for a few years. So it's like that could look totally different for them. And maybe they set a different boundary or what that looks like for them. But for us, like moving in at the time we did, I mean, we were...
Over a year.
Yeah, I was going to say we were doing one-on-one stuff before then. But it is going to be
I love you, Alana. You're so cute.
Am I turning red yet?
No,
little
not
bit,
at all. You
I
are
think.
good. You are so good, babe.
Thank you. But yeah, it is going to look different for each throuple. And that's goes for anything within our relationship. We share what worked for us and how we make things work, but that might look totally different for someone else.
And we talk about communication a lot, and this is just another example of like the over like we can't overstate it enough how much communication goes on to have this type of relationship be successful and healthy, right? Like if we didn't tell you like what the plan was, like, oh, okay, maybe not eventually we'll ever be fine with one-on-one time. Like,
or if like me and Alana just started being like, we're just doing one-on-one time, like you're busy working and like, we're not telling you. Like that would be kind of weird.
it wouldn't be weird for me. I'd be fine with it, but
You're such a dude.
I could see how like other people could be upset about it or hurt or
Yes, just it's good to just put it out there and just figure out what everybody feels good with.
Yeah. The other like obstacle on this topic that we've encountered is, you know, if two people are like
Feeling it?
feeling on that vibe, and the other person maybe is sick, maybe they're just had a rough day at work, whatever the case, fill in the blank there. But you know how to navigate that, and that's something that I think took us a little longer than.
Yeah, I think that's still an odd situation. It's not something that like you ever experience in being with one person. Because like if you're with one person and that person's not feeling well or like had a shitty day or is like, whatever it is, you're like, okay, obviously we're not going to have.
I mean, some people, the show must go on, dude. Like, you know, but I mean, different courses for different horses, I suppose.
But like this, it's like you could have two people that feeling great, had a great day, want to keep that great day going, and the other person's like sad or like doesn't feel well. It's an interesting thing to have to navigate.
It is because like being that person's partner also, you want to be empathetic and caring towards them, but it's also like, well, I'm craving this and like sexual like tension is I'm going off on a tangent. I'm sorry.
When I get that feeling, you know I need some. Come on, sing it.
Sexual
Healing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's Marvin Gaye, right?
Yeah, so yes, it is.
Thank
I think.
you.
So anyway, one person, you're trying to be empathetic towards the one person, but you also have your own desires.
And
so
needs,
balancing that can be tricky.
Yeah.
And I think even now in our relationship, we do communicate things and we work through it. But I think every now and again we trip over that where we're like, okay, like where do I, like, I'm losing it.
Well,
You're okay, babe.
Well, to give a personal example, and if this is too much, we'll edit it. But like one of the ways we've overcome this obstacle is just providing each other little signs, like you know, just like
Just
a
so it's
pitcher
really
and
clear,
or the catcher to the pitcher. Like, are we going fastball? Is it curveball? What are we doing? You know?
So that works for us.
So implementing some little code signals, some like, you know, kind of put some feelers out there, see where everyone is, I think is a healthy way to handle that situation.
So that's our advice. If you're going for it, just give the signals.
Yeah, just make something up. Maybe a secret handshake.
Exactly. Handshake. All right.
I think that situation, like you said, Alana, like we still trip up over sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's just a weird scenario. And we want to be all sensitive to our partners, but we also sometimes need to be a little selfish and take care of our needs as well.
Whoa.
Like, and that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's just a lot of emotions can come up with sexual things. And I think it'll always be something maybe we have to work on a little bit. But that's okay because we
But
all
we
know
constantly
we care
talk
about
about
each
it.
other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we know we're not trying to hurt one another.
Right.
If something doesn't go the way maybe somebody thought it should.
I mean, assuming positive intentions in everyone, I
Yeah.
think is a good quality to have, but especially with your partners of knowing like, all right, this is maybe making me feel uncomfortable or hurting my feelings, but I know that you're not doing this to hurt my feelings. So then I can immediately take a step back and being like, all right, this is happening within me. I know Megan's not consciously like,
You're like, yeah, this will hurt him.
yeah,
Come here, Alana.
yeah, get over here. But it does work, right? Like you assume the best in people, and
Yeah, absolutely. You're really good at that. You've taught me that.
well,
I still have to work on it, but
I do too.
but you definitely are
Believe you
good.
me, I do too.
You're a good one with that.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Go, baby, go.
I was just going to say with that, like we still kind of communicate it of like, even if that person's not, how many times can we say communicate in a
You can
podcast?
say it. You can keep saying it. It's our favorite word.
get
So we're going
Italian.
to communicate again. I'm going to communicate this to y'all that when, even if someone's not necessarily feeling it, they're still invited.
Absolutely.
Where it's
Yeah.
like, you don't want to be insensitive and be like, I know you're not having a great day, but want to fuck?
Yeah.
But,
Dang.
That's exactly what Alana says.
part of the boundaries that we have evolved is that we have this kind of like open door, not policy, but
Yeah, no, it is like if everyone's home, like everybody's welcome.
yeah. So it's still like you're welcome to join, but at no point are we going to be like you're
Exclude
part
anyone.
of excluding, or because you're part of this relationship, you have to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Or like
That's
you're being
also
a
not
real
okay.
fucking downer today. Like maybe you don't come in.
God, you're so selfish.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like I said, we'll keep working on that, but we do good for the most part.
I
think
I'm
like
proud of us.
85, 90% we got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think another thing too, just to wrap up this sexual thing we'd be talking about.
Segment.
Yeah. Is initiating sex in a 3-person relationship is so different.
It is.
Like it is so much easier if there's just one person and you just give the signals and it's like, you feeling me? You feeling me?
yeah,
Okay,
it's like
we're
you
good.
don't have to say it
Yeah.
in one-on-one relationships.
But 3, it's so interesting. Like if you want to initiate it and there's 2 other people and you have to be like, are these 2 other people? Like, I don't know. It's just,
You have to
it's-
communicate it.
You have to communicate it. You do.
Yeah.
You have to verbally say, like, even if
I mean, you
there's,
don't have to. It's just
you don't
one
have
way
to.
of doing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
You
It's
could
just one way of doing
throw it out
There are
there.
different ways to initiate it. We'll leave that up to all of you.
Yeah. You can do
This
that
is
however
true.
you want
Yeah.
to.
yeah. I'm not saying that every time we have verbalized it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are the feelers and then it just like
One thing
happens.
leads to another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
But other times you just got to throw out like a little, hey,
Just all
how
like,
you doing?
Hey, guys.
So what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that's how we operate. But yeah, like Alana said, we don't really talk a ton about like in depth with our sex life. It's just
Yeah.
not
We
our
don't.
thing. It's not the kind of people we are in general in everyday life. So like, there's no reason why we would be like that on social media.
And it's also none of your goddamn business.
That is absolutely
You know
correct.
what I mean?
I don't have to communicate that with you.
Yeah.
I'm also like way too, like this whole podcast, I've been tripping over myself. I'm like,
You're doing great.
Oh, I hate this.
Yeah, which is
so
funny
nervous.
too, because I think when a lot of people hear that we're in a throuple, where does their mind go immediately? It's
Immediately.
like, how do you have
it's
sex?
threesomes.
Well, the
Yeah,
perception
threesomes
of
every day.
this type of relationship is like it's just a sexual relationship. There's no real emotions. This is a kink.
Yeah.
Like you're a freak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's just a fetish.
Yeah, it's just it is kind of weird because there's so much love in our relationship and we've grown so much as humans and encountered situations like I'm a straight male, but having to tell my parents about my relationship was like a really weird thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
of like this coming out of like, hey, so I'm this, and then having my parents view me and like my mom treat me differently as a result was like a weird situation of
Probably
like,
nothing you thought you'd ever have to
no,
experience.
hell no.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so hard about like kind of coming out in this relationship and why it took a while, because the perception is so sexualized. It's
Yeah.
all about the sex. So
Yeah.
even telling my parents, it took like a year because I'm like, okay, well, they're going to immediately think this way.
Yeah.
And that, like, as much as I can tell them, like, yes, it's a relationship, we're all in love, it's like that's going to be front of mind for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a very taboo subject, and it's like not common. There haven't been a lot of people that are out in this relationship, so your friends and family can see and be like, oh, it's like, oh, like these people.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of
There's no
stuff-
point of reference for them to kind of understand where you are and what's happening in your life now. Like, and it's a shame, but I think that's something that's going to be changing in the next.
It has. Honestly, since we've been online, I feel like there are more accounts and more stuff popping up of people like sharing their stories.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, not that we're like totally vanilla either, by the way. That's not what we're saying, okay?
What are you talking about?
Like, I know we don't share about our sex life, but like, we good.
Yeah, yeah. Again, that's for us to, you know what I mean? That's on a need to know basis, dude.
But yeah, it's not all about that.
Yeah.
We're not vanilla. I think being in this relationship, I know I just said it's not about the sex, but like being in this, it makes us already less vanilla.
This is true. This is
Yeah.
true. Yeah. But yeah, it is cool seeing like more accounts and more people sharing their stories, and I guess normalizing is the word I can put behind it. Not that anyone's normal.
Well,
No, it's just the only word for it. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Don't you ever talk to me like that again, please. Yeah, well, I think the cool aspect of seeing so many more people online and reaching out to us in this type of relationship is the amount of parallels that we hear of like, oh, we actually started like that,
Yeah.
or we go through this, or it's really cool to find all these commonalities between
for
people
sure.
you don't know around the world.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really nice.
It's awesome.
So thank you everyone who are in relationships like this, reaching out to us, sharing
Yeah.
your stories with us. It really does mean a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
Come together.
yeah, that's what I'm loving actually.
You're loving that?
I'm actually loving the
damn.
responses we get from people that follow us, that watch our content, that, you know, ask questions and then share their stories. Like, you guys know this about me. I love hearing about people's journeys. I love hearing about people's passions and just their I just love hearing about people. I love
do.
learning.
You
So
do.
hearing from other people about what's going on in their life, how they're handling situations, I just dig
He
it.
loves it.
I
Loves it.
love it. Not like, love.
Very serious.
I would love it if you subscribed right now. Thanks, guys.
Is that what you're loving?
No, I
You're loving
actually,
the subscribers.
I'm loving that it's going to rain.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just excited that it's going to rain. It's going to wash away everything.
Ooh. Get a look.
I'm excited because like we get to eat soup.
Yeah. Your pot roast, by the way, that you made last night,
Immaculate.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And the little sandwiches you make with your pot roast,
You guys, if you've
Amazing.
never made a pot roast and then use the leftovers, like cut the meat up, cut up the potatoes, cut up the carrot, the onion, and then slap a piece of American cheese on it and then put it in between bread and toast it like a grilled cheese,
yeah.
change your life.
Also, if you don't like American cheese, you could try other cheeses.
Alana is so anti-American
Yeah,
cheese. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're not loving.
Yeah.
And that's America.
Yeah. Yeah. Freedom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Rude.
Hold up.
Rude.
I like it in some cases because
Well,
doesn't
that's-
like In-N-Out use American cheese?
Yeah.
I like it then, but it's just
It's weird on the pot roast for you?
it,
Okay. Well, just don't listen to Alana this one time.
Yeah.
Or just try it.
Most of the time she's right. This
Yeah.
time she's wrong.
Yeah, this time.
But if you do try it, try out some Swiss or provolone and just let me know.
She hasn't even tried that yet.
I haven't, so you'll be my testers because I want to know.
Babe, I'll make it for you.
Thank you.
What are you loving, Alana?
What you loving, baby?
You know what I'm loving?
What are you loving?
I'm loving my brand new sneakers.
Hey! Some good old
And this
Chuck
is-
Taylors, huh?
This is not just me being materialistic. just trying to get in the shot there. But I'm loving it because I came home from work and these two had surprised me with these shoes because they're the best. And they wrote like a cute little note with it and everything. And I had been talking about wanting these and they just made it happen for me. So that's why I'm loving them so much. And I haven't taken them. I think I took them off for like 5
She's
minutes
been sleeping
today.
in them.
I have.
It's a little weird, but we're allowing it.
It's also a little smelly.
Not yet, but you wait.
They look really cute on you, babe.
They do.
Thank you.
I'm glad you like them.
I love high tops.
Yeah, they're
They
great.
They are.
Well, you ready to get those, put them in use and get up out of here?
Get up
Get
on-
up
out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some things to do.
We got some stuff to do, you guys.
Very, very busy.
Completely unrelated to the subject that we've been talking about all day.
That's correct.
You nasties.
Man,
All right.
my mind didn't even go there.
All right, guys. It's been
All right.
real. Lights
Yes,
out.
Lights out. Also, before lights out,
Yes.
if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a
Please.
comment on any future topics you want us to cover. We love it.
We love it.
We
and
love
if
it.
you love it, like it.
Like it. Like it. Smash that subscribe button.
Bam.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Lights
Bye,
out.
guys. Bye.
Lights out. Bye.